What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Now, we may not be the best and every play won't be perfect, but I guarantee you we'll have a good time. Smash that like button for us if you're hyped, and I hope you enjoy. What's good, YouTube? That 192 here, back again once again. And say people, today we are here for week 2 of the UCL, the United Championship League, off-season Little Cup League. And of course, I am your coach of the Tucson Terrakions. And after suffering last week's L, we are rearing and ready to go to pick up a W this week. But the challenge will be just as tough because we are going up against my good friend, the HeatedMo, coach of the Toronto Togekiss, who has one of the best teams in the league on paper, of course. I say on paper because we're finding out as people begin to battle that some people's teams who we thought were trash end up being really fucking good, and some people's teams who we thought were really fucking good are kind of not all that great. Anyways, if you guys are hyped for this week's UCL match, and of course if you're a proud member of the NAPPY Nation and you're supporting the Tucson Terrakions, make sure you smash that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. Now, before we get into the battle, we are going to do a little team recap, team preview kind of thing to explain what our thought process was in our team building this week. If you want to go ahead and skip forward to the battle, to the match itself, there will be a timestamp in the description. I know everyone has busy lives, you don't have the time to sit down and necessarily check out everything, but if you do want to know why we brought what we brought, then by all means keep watching. Either way, it won't hurt my feelings. But if we take a look at our squad this week, I actually sat down with Nexus to team build a little bit. Census, the hell? What the fuck is the term? Sensei. That's what I was trying to say. It said put Sensei and Nexus together. Census. Sensei Nexus actually helped this team build, but not that much this week because I actually went to him with an idea of a team that I wanted to put together. You know, I had 3 or 4 mons that were like loosely arranged, and he kind of whipped that into shape and then added 2 other beneficial mons to the squad this week. So we have 2 different primary strategies going into this week's battle. Now, looking at Mo's team in the Toronto Togekiss, if I pull up their actual team itself, and you know, I keep forgetting, I had an image last week. I had an image to display on the screen for you guys last week, and I forgot to edit it in there. So you know what I'm gonna do right now? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what the fuck I'm going to do right now? I'm going to actually sit here, and I'm gonna get a sticky note, and I'm gonna write a note that says, add Mo's team to video. All through season 1, I said I was going to add an image, and I had the image, but then this time I didn't add it. So this week I'm determined to add it. So I made myself a note. But looking at Mo's team, what he actually drafted, his team captain is Togepi, which is not super duper scary. It is a fairy type, which is pretty bulky, and it has a lot of HP itself. You guys saw on Mega Wonderlock, and you know Aubrey was bulky as hell, so Togepi's kind of scary. Plus, on top of that, it has decent move pool. It can learn stuff like Fire Blast and that powerful metronome. But from his A tier, he has Aber and Skrelp. B tier, he's got Munchlax, Dratini, Trubbish, and Numel. C tier, Duskull, Electrike, and Nidoran female. And then D tier, Hoot. So they have a few scary things that could be coming to the matchup today. The one thing that we prepared the most for is the Abra. Abra is one of the best Little Cup mons, period. The Abra, the Munchlax, and surprisingly enough, the Hoot are the ones that are going to give us the most trouble. Duskull and Skrelp and Dratini are kind of like second tier threats, and then everything else is kind of just there. When it comes to who we think he's going to bring, I'm pretty sure he's going to bring his Abra, his Skrelp, his Electrike, his Munchlax, and his Hoot. The reason I say he's going to bring his Hoot because if Mo paid attention to our battle last week, he knows that we are going to rely on those sticky webs, and Hoot is the only mon on his team that can get rid of him. He has no spinner. All he can do is default with Hoot. So if he doesn't bring the Hoot, then one of our 2 strategies, one of our 2 plans of actions can be enacted. We get those sticky webs up, and just like last week, Bully sweeps, or any other mon that we may want to set up with sweeps. Only problem is, knock on wood, let's hope and pray Hustle doesn't betray us again this week. But that is one of our plans that we have this week, is to get sticky webs up and try and sweep again with Bully. Just because our team captain, even though he does have Hustle, he hits so goddamn hard. He hits too hard not to try, at least is what I'm trying to say. Our second plan, or our course of action, actually rests in a new member. Well, it's not a new member, but this is our first time using him. As you can see here, we have Bon, the shiny Honedge, joining the squad. I didn't really have a nickname for Honedge, and I didn't want to go like super duper standard and just name it Kirito or some shit like that. So from the new anime, well, it's not a new anime, but from anime that I've introduced a lot of you guys to, Seven Deadly Sins. There's a character, my favorite character in the show, his name is Bond, and he wears all red. So when I saw the shiny version of Honedge, I was like, yo, Bond! That's really the only reason I wanted to name him that. Just go with it, okay? I don't have a name for him. But we have Bond, the shiny Honedge here. Of course, holding Eviolite because we want to take advantage of the bulk that he does have. No guard, of course. We're rocking Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, Sacred Sword, and Rock Slide. The reason that we chose not to use Swords Dance is because we really don't have too many opportunities to set up a Swords Dance against Mo's team. We don't have anybody that we can essentially force out, if that makes sense. So we have... We decided to forego Swords Dance, and we decided to put Rock Slide on there because, again, Mo's Hoodoo, if he does decide to bring it, we can't touch it with Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, and Sacred Sword. We'll literally be sitting there all day. Whether or not he can touch us, I don't know. I didn't look in to see what Hoodoo could get, but as long as we carry Rock Slide, we can Rock Slide the fuck out of that Hoodoo. Rock Slide's really only there for the Hoodoo. Everything else, nothing wants to come in on a Shadow Claw and not take a decent amount of damage. Nothing wants to, well, especially the Sacred Sword on that Munchlax is going to do considerable damage. But when it comes to our EV spread, we are Adamant Nature, rocking 196 attack, 116 defense, 140 special defense, and 52 in speed with 4 EVs remaining. Because again, when it comes to Little Cup, because the way EVs are set up, it's you need a certain number of EVs to actually increase the next point, the next stat. So those 4 EVs, doesn't matter what we put it in, it's not going to actually end up increasing any of our stats over here at the end of the day. So they just chill there. But it's one of those unique spreads. Nexus, I think Nexus said he found it off of Smogon somewhere, so it might be kind of standard. But hey, you don't really need to go outside the box. If it works, why try and fix it? It works. So we kind of sort of have a straightforward Honedge, but that's really what Honedge does. You know, he comes in, you either set up a Swords Dance, you Shadow Sneak, you Shadow Claw. I think the craziest thing on our moveset right now is Rock Slide, which actually I don't think is super duper uncommon. But it's not on the most prevalent sets, I wouldn't say. But up next, we have Caps Lock, our Porygon. Caps Lock, I knew had to come and join us again this week, especially after last week's absolutely amazing performance. Caps Lock had to join us again this week, again, because of the Abra. You're going to see on this team, there are so many different things that we're doing to try and plan and prepare for that Abra, because Abra, much like Elekid from last week, is a huge threat. It's very, very fast. It has such a wide, diverse move pool. Psychic, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, for Bond, our Honedge. You can rock Energy Ball, you can rock Dazzling Gleam. You know, he's very, very offensive, very, very fast one we need to watch out for. He'll most likely end up being sashed as well. But we have Caps Lock, our Porygon. We're going to rock out with a shiny one this week. Actually, did we have shiny last week? I think we might have had shiny last week. I don't remember. No, I think we did. Anyways, Eviolite with Trace. I don't know if I explained this. I think I explained this last week. The Pomeg glitch from Gen 3. The reason that we can't have Analytic, I would love to have Analytic on him, but if we have Analytic, then we can't have Recover. Basically, if I don't remember if I explained it last week or not, what happens with the Pomeg glitch in 3rd Gen, when you're breeding, they have a Pomeg Berry, which you can give to your Mons, which will lower their HP EVs down to 0, so they essentially have no HP, so they're considered fainted. So when you go into a battle, if all you have in your party is an egg, it'll send the egg out into battle, and then you can gain experience, and you can get level up moves that way. So whenever it hatches, it'll have all of its experience with all of its moves. So that's how we can have Recover, because Recover is not a egg move or anything like that, but it is still considered legal because this glitch was never fixed. So we can't have Analytic because I'm pretty sure that's a 4th gen. It's either 4th or 5th gen ability. We can't have Discharge either because Discharge is 4th gen. We have to literally we have to have a 3rd gen ability, which we have with Trace, so that we can get Recover, which is honestly super duper useful, especially in a format like this. If you have any questions about it, just go back and watch last week's battle. Caps Lock put in the finest of work. But we are rocking out with Tri-Attack, Signal Beam, Recover, and Hidden Power Ground. Tri-Attack, obviously for stab coverage on everything. Except for the Duskull. If he brings the Duskull, we're not really going to be able to touch that. We have to Signal Beam the fuck out of that thing, but whatever. We can't prepare for everything. We had Tri-Attack. Originally we had Thunderbolt again, but we decided to take Thunderbolt out for Signal Beam because when it comes to Caps Lock can take hits from that Abra. And Signal Beam, I think, does more than Tri-Attack. I'm pretty sure it does more than Tri-Attack. So it'll help us blow that Abra away. If not, definitely breaking its sash. Well, what we have to do is just spit on it to break its sash. But you know what I mean. We put Signal Beam on there more so for the Abra than anything else. Recover is there, obviously, to recover. And then Hidden Power Ground. Hidden Power Ground, where's Mo team go? Where's Mo team go? Where did Mo's team go? Hidden Power Ground is there because we had to take Thunderbolt off. So we don't have anything super coverage for the Scrub. Now Tri Attack does decent amount of damage, but Hidden Power Ground will hit the Scrub, it'll hit the Trubbish, it'll hit the Numel as well, it'll hit the Electrike harder. It's one of those things where when you damage calc HP Ground versus Tri Attack, HP Ground does like an extra 2 to 3% more than Tri Attack would. So it's like when it comes to the last move, it can be beneficial, but at the same time, Nexus and I went back and forth because I kind of wanted to run Toxic as well, but you don't really need to run Toxic because if Mo has that Trubbish, you know, we can't safely go for Toxic without wasting a move, or the Nidoran or something like that. So, I don't know, it's just one of those things that was up in the air this week for his last move slot, but we decided on Hidden Power Ground because it does have decent coverage across the team. But we're Modest Nature, 236 HP, 236 special attack, 36 in special defense. Like I said, we can't eat hits from the Abra. I know Abra can't get knockoff. I don't know if Mo would run knockoff on Abra or not, but we're gonna try and hold on to your Eviolite this week. Up next, we have a familiar face to so many of you guys. We have Cindy! Cindy is back! Cindy is joining us, or baby Cindy at least. We have our Shellos. Cindy, I was so happy when Shellos got drafted. The biggest difference between Cindy the Shellos and Cindy the Gastrodon is water ground, whereas Shellos is just water. Which kind of sucks because Water Ground is one of the best type combinations in the game because you only have one weakness. But now we are weak to Electric as well, so it's kind of scary because he doesn't have Electrike. I think Abra can get Thunderbolt as well. We don't resist Scrub's poison type attacks or Trubbish, stuff like that. We can take like an Ice Beam better. It's not neutral to us anymore, so if that Dratini wants to get out of hand, then we can take care of that. But either way, we're Eviolite, of course, to up that defense. We have 3 Eviolite users this week. I'm just not realizing that. But we have Eviolite to up the defenses. Storm Drain, of course, because it's the best ability that it has. Rockin' Scald, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Recover. Literally the exact same moveset as Cindy the Gastrodon would run. Scald is there so we can burn anything in front of us and stab. We have Earth Power there for the same reason that we run Hidden Power Ground on Cap Slot, because half of most team can take decent damage from it. Ice Beam is there specifically for the Dratini and the Hoodoo, because Earth Power obviously doesn't touch the Hoodoo. Scald would hit, but we're not going to whittle it down all too crazy much. But Ice Beam is definitely there to do the damage, but it's there primarily for the Dratini, because if Dratini ends up setting up, that could be a problem. If it gets the Dragon Dance up, that could be a problem. We just have to hope and pray we can live one hit, and then Ice Beam that shit to another dimension. And then, of course, Recover is there, again, for recovery options. We're bold, so we can be bulky, nice and bulky. We've got a lot of physical bulk. Caps Lock is really our only special bulk here right now. Yogurt's not too terrible, but we'll look at that in a second. But Cindy is here with 68 HP, 212 defense, 180 special defense, and 4 in speed. Again, we have 44 EVs remaining because we can't really place it in anything else. You know, if we drop it anywhere else, none of it is actually going to change. It's not going to matter. I mean, we could drop it in attack. Maybe attack would be the one that would change, but we don't really need it to go there. That's the thing. So we're kind of just chilling with some extra EVs here, whatever. But still, Cindy's here hopefully to take some hits. Cindy's also here to counter the Numel in case he wants to bring that. In case he wants to bring the Duskull as well. We can try and burn the Duskull to help whittle it down, because a Will-O-Wisp Pain Split is going to be annoying. And if he wants to Will-O-Wisp Cindy, that's fine. We're not a physical attacker. I'm not too concerned. But Duskull, on the other hand, rocking out with Shadow Snake, might have some issues as well. But we're really just here to help provide assistance to the rest of the team and take out the mons that we can. Up next, we have the team captain himself, Bully the Dano, goddammit. Now, we're super similar to last week's Bully, with the exception of one move. Last week, we had Thunderfang on him just in case we need to use it. This week, we are rocking out with Choice Scarf, of course, Hustle Ability, Outrage, Superpower Crunch, and Zen Headbutt. Very similar to the matchup last week. Outrage one-shots a lot of stuff on Mo's team. It does. If it does a one-shot, it does decent damage. It really does a lot of damage. I looked it up. With Sticky Webs up and our Choice Scarf, we actually outspeed the Abra. So if we can... Actually, I think the Abra is slower than the Elekid. Elekid's base 95. I think Abra's base 90. So we definitely do outspeed it. If we can get rid of the Hoodoo, or if Mo doesn't bring the Hoodoo and we get Webs up, then we have a very good chance at putting in a lot of work with Bully here, with him being Scarfed as well. All we have to do is just click Outrage. And unless he brings that Fairy-type Togepi, nothing on his team is going to appreciate an Outrage. It's going to be 1 to 2 hit kills and everything. Superpower is there for the Munchlax as well, in case the Munchlax wants to try and set up. That's another scary issue that we have, because the Abra, of course, is there, and that could be threatening. That is threatening. The Scrub can be threatening as well because of adaptability, but a Cursed Munchlax is super duper scary. If he ends up setting up with Curse and we can't do anything about it, then that's going to be a wrap. As simple as it gets, that's going to end up being a wrap. So Outrage, Superpower, Crunch, and Zen Headbutt. Crunch is there, of course, for stab as well. If we can maybe predict the Abra switch in or something like that, then we can hit him with a Crunch. And Zen Headbutt is there for the poison types, like we mentioned before, the Hidden Power, Ground, and Earth Power, the Skrelp, the Trubbish, the Nidoran female, other mons like that. If we need to send a headbutt, if the opportunity arises, then I will. I'm kind of not too leaning towards an headbutt that much because, well, I guess hustle increase your chance to miss, just period, not the accuracy of the move. So I was gonna say I don't want to run hustle and Zen headbutt because then my accuracy would be shit. But that's not how it works. So either way, that's what we're rocking on our little Dano here, our bully. 236 attack, 36 special defense, 212 in speed with the remaining 24 EVs. Jolly nature, of course. It's very similar to last week's setup and last week's spread. We want to send him in once we get our sticky webs up so we can outspeed and punch holes in Mo's team. Up next, we have the sticky web user herself. We have Kavatica, our Spinnerack. I love Spinnerack Shiny. I don't know what it is, but Spinnerack Shiny is absolutely great. Again, Focus Sash and Sniper. We want to Focus Sash. Depending on who Mo brings, we might lead with Kavatica. If he doesn't bring the Hoodoo, yes, 100% I'm leading with Kavatica. I want to get those webs up. If he does bring the Hoodoo, I might hesitate to put the webs up until he actually gets the Hoodoo out here, because if he sends out the Hoodoo at the right time and he ends up defogging our webs away, then that becomes a problem, because as the battle progresses, we're risking losing our Sash, and I don't really want that. So if he doesn't bring the Hoodoo, then we'll be fine. If he does, we need to work on getting that Hoodoo out of there and getting our webs up. But we're rocking Poison Jab, Sucker Punch, Sticky Web, and Toxic Spikes. We have Poison Jab just for stab as well. When it comes to his Poison type Mons, it doesn't matter if you run Poison Jab or X Scissor. They're both going to resist it one way or another, and I figured Poison Jab would be better because we do have a chance to poison with that. And hopefully Sniper will help us get some crits so we can do some decent damage, because we are Adamant Nature, 116 HP, 196 attack, and 196 speed for what it's worth. But on top of that, we have Sucker Punch, which you guys know me, I'm never a fan of Sucker Punch, but that Abra, it should show you how big of a threat it is. So unless that Abra is rocking Calm Mind, we can confidently click Sucker Punch and do decent damage to it. Again, breaking the Sash, if not knocking out, because Abras fail as hell. Sticky Web is there, of course, for the plant. And then Toxic Spikes was one of those things where we just had like a fourth move left over, and we were like, most team can kind of sort of get picked apart by hazards if we could stack webs and spikes as well. Only problem is the Skrelp, the Trubbish, the Nidoran can all get rid of the spikes. So it's kind of one of those things where should we even bother setting them up? But it's also one of those things where if we get the opportunity, it wouldn't hurt to set them up. So that's what it's there for. And then our last team member, we have Yogurt returning this week. Yogurt actually put in a ton of work last week. I was very, very proud of Yogurt. It definitely shocked me, to say the least. But Yogurt or Mime Jr. is carrying Berry Juice again. And we have Filter on this week because we're not trying to take advantage of Technician. We're not. We have Filter on this week. We're rocking Psychic, Shadow Ball, Fake Out, Thunder Wave. Mild Nature to up that special attack and lower defense because our defense is already abysmal. 36 in HP, 76 in attack, which is there for the fake out. 196 in special attack and 196 in special defense. So we can eat up some special hits with the Mime Jr. with Yogurt here. It's just its HP is so terribly low that even special hits still do a ton of damage. Like the Elekid's Volt Switch from last week. If you guys missed out on that, it did like a clean 70%, but we ate it. We still ate it. That Berry Juice popped. We were good to go. But we're rocking Psychic over Psyshock this week, specifically for the Munchlax, because if the Munchlax begins to set up with Curse, Psyshock is not going to be all too appealing, whereas we can hit on the special side. Even though it is already especially bulky, we can will it down on the special side if it starts to increase its defenses as well. Shadow Ball is there for the Abra. Fake Out is there specifically for the Abra, because if the Abra is sashed, the Abra would outspeed us, unless Sticky Webs are up of course. The Abra would outspeed us, and a Shadow Ball would blow us into another dimension. But we can Fake Out and break the Sash, and we can Thunder Wave if need be. We can try and Thunder Wave the Abra, but Abra might be carrying Synchronize. Abra gets synchronized. Abra gets synchronized, right? I don't know off the top of my head, but we want to be careful about that. But the Fake Out is there specifically for the Abra. That was my idea. I'm very proud of that, especially after getting faked out last week. I was like, we could just put Fake Out, because again, we were in one of those situations where the fourth move was just kind of up in the air because Psychic and Shadow Ball had decent coverage for everything else on the team. What else do we put there? So I decided put Fake Out there. So if anything happens, we have Abra versus Yogurt here. We can just Fake Out, break its Sash, whatever it might be holding, and we'll be good to go from there. So that is the squad that we are bringing. If you have any changes or any recommendations for our team, or if you see anything that we forgot or missed out on, then by all means let me know in the comment section below. But if you guys are ready to take on Mo and the Toronto Togekiss, then so am I. God damn it, let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so nervous. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. We just sent the battle invite to Mo. Mo is ready to go. Mo wanted to do like 8 different things before he battled. He's like, I gotta get water, and then he comes back. I gotta go pee, then he comes back. I gotta set up my recording, then he comes back. I'm like, Mo, let's just do this and get it over with already, please. I'm so nervous. These UCL matches give me heart disease, goddamn. We're gonna go ahead and set our music 23, and we're gonna see what Mo brought. Now, I already know the Abra and the Munchlax and the Scrope are coming. He has to bring those 3, but did he or did he not bring the Hoodoo? If he didn't bring the Hoodoo, that'll determine who our lead Mon is, because I can't risk him going for the default. Mo, please complete your preparations. My nerves. You guys ever get nervous and like you feel it like at the top of your stomach and it goes straight up into your chest, like through your nipples and into your throat? You ever get nervous like that? Do you ever get nervous? You know, I used to get it whenever I had to do like public speaking and like in front of the class and whatnot. I'd always have that, and whenever I would do public speaking, like my legs would go numb. But now, like as an adult, that doesn't happen to me. But like I remember I would be doing public speaking and my legs would like begin to go numb and I would just be standing there and I could only feel from the waist up. And then from like here to here is just like these nerves and this tension just tingling and bubbling up, and I'm feeling it now. It's like when you go off the roller coaster and down, you feel it in your stomach and it goes up. Mo, hurry up! What are you doing? Is he doing like his own introduction right now? Like, come on, chop chop, Mo. The fuck? I'm just sitting here. No. We're gonna wait patiently, man. There we go. Thanks, Mo. Alright, so let's see. Mo brought Abra. He did bring the Hoodoo. Okay, Electrike. He didn't bring the Skrelp or the Togepi. Numel. The Duskull. The Munchlax. The Munchlax and the Hoot. So I'm guessing Mo is well aware of his defog antics. Okay, so I think I'm going to try to lead with... Okay, so we have some issues with Bond, with our strategy with Bond, because of the Numel, the Duskull. I think I'm going to lead with... You know what? I'm just going to lead with Yogurt, because we have Fake Out. Wherever he leads with, I feel like that's going to give us the best options from there on out. And we prepared so much for his poison types, he didn't bring them. Or, yo, should I lead? No, because he could just defog the spikes away, never mind. He doesn't have a poison type, so once we get rid of the Hoodoo, if we can set up webs and then spikes, we're good to go. Okay. Does Numel get Stealth Rock, though? I think he might. We're going to lead with Yogurt in an attempt to, whatchamacallit, fake out whatever Mon he leads with. And if he leads with that damn Abra, that would be, honestly, a godsend. I don't get the impression that he's going to, but that would be very, very nice if he could. Mo, if you could accommodate us right now, I would really appreciate it. As I jot down his Mons over here as well. He led with Trico, the Electrike. As Mo thinks he's funny because he likes to name his Mons. He likes to name his Mons who he thinks I'm going to bring. And it's funny because I actually spoke to Nexus and I was like, we should bring the Trico. But he was like, no, we don't want that. Now the thing that scares me is I don't want to fake out and get paralyzed with static. But then again, he could just straight up Thunder Wave us. Okay, so I think I want to do... I feel like Mo's going to try and Thunder Wave turn 1. I feel like that's something that Mo would do. If he does Thunder Wave turn 1... Does his Electrike outspeed me? Do I need to go for a Fake Out? Let me see what, Let me see where I'm sitting at right now. Because I know electric types are speedy. God damn it! God damn it, I can't type! Let's see. Let's check out the Electrike. We got 30 seconds. He just barely outspeeds us. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I don't necessarily want to reveal Fake Out just yet. I'm pretty sure I can live a hit. I'm gonna Psychic. So he's gonna Discharge. So he's definitely playing for the Paralysis game. And he gets... Alright then! I feel like I should have just faked out. Oh god. I should have faked out. God damn it! I'm an idiot! I always disregard my first notion. If I would have faked out turn 1, I would have done that damage, and then turn 2, we would have been in the exact same position. I'd have 10 HP and paralyzed, and his little thing here would be dead. Always trust your gut. Always trust your gut. The only problem that this leaves us with is now one of our checks for... I'm so stupid. That's 2 weeks in a row my turn 1s have been fucked up. I'm so stupid. My thing is, if we get paired, I'm gonna click Psychic again, because he has no reason not to Discharge again. There it is. Okay, so that wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible because we have our HP back with Berry Juice. It's just we're now paralyzed, which sucks. But we didn't reveal Fake Out either. So I mean, I don't know. There's pros and cons to each thing. I still feel like the better play would have been to Fake Out turn 1. Only reason I didn't is because I didn't want to reveal it, so he wouldn't be expecting it. And at the same time, I didn't want to risk getting paralyzed. But I ended up being paralyzed anyway, so hindsight is 20/20. It is what it is. That's 2 weeks in a row that I fucked up turn 1. But we have taken down the Electrike. And out comes Elgyem. Why did he name it Elgyem? I don't know why he named it Elgyem. I don't have Elgyem on my team. Unless this is the one that he brought from last week. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to stay in it and I want to Thunder Wave this thing. I can risk... I feel like he's either going to Body Slam or Curse right now. He's either going to Body Slam or Curse. And my thing is... we can't live with Body Slam. But I'm pretty sure we still outspeed. I'm going to click Thunder Wave. And he starts setting up curses. We don't outspeed, by the way. But he's going to start setting up curses, which can be a problem for us. There we go. Okay. I was going to say, if we get paralyzed just now, and we can't start setting up, he starts setting up against us, that's going to be so problematic. Okay, so there's two things going in my mind right now. Number one, I think he gets Crunch. Because I want to... Actually, there's three things. So number one, either I stay in and Psychic again, or I could go out to Bully and try and Superpower, or I can go out to Bond. But the question is, does he carry whatchamacallit? I'm going to actually... We have a minute, so I'm going to use my minute here real quick. And I'm going to see here, how much would a Psychic do? How much would a Psychic do to a Munchlax? If he's... Psychic is only going to do 40%. Body Slam with one shot. Body Slam with one shot us. He could have Fire Punch as well. And if he ends up burning, that's going to be annoying as shit. Does he get... I'm going to Psychic and try and get damage off. It just sucks because this is like my guaranteed way to get rid of the Abra. But I'm going to Psychic. I just don't want to give him another chance to either get damage off or Curse. Oh, come on. Come on. Please no. Please no. Okay. So we're both playing off each other's paralysis right now. We're both playing off each other's paralysis. I'm just trying to think of all my options. I really want a Psychic again. I really want a Psychic again. It's just, it scares me because I know he's going to have, like, rest to put himself to sleep, to heal. That's probably why he's not concerned about the paralysis either, because he can just rest and get rid of the paralysis. I think what I want to do is I really want to go out to either Bully or Bond. I'm going to go out to Bond. It's just, okay, well, let me do this. I got 49 minutes. I know how much a Psychic is going to do. Let's see here. Let's see how much a Sacred Sword, oh, wait. He's at +2 defense right now. Sacred Sword is still doing a shit ton to Munchlax. Actually, Sacred Sword would kill here. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go out to Bond, and I'm going to risk the paralysis or the fact that he's going to curse again. I'm going to try it. This is risky as shit, but it's either I sit here and try and will it down and just wait for him to rest, or I try and put an end to this right now by doing something risky. Will he get paralyzed? Or go for a body slam? La 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 la. That's what I was hoping for. So we got a clean switch in. So at this point, we can a Sacred Sword. And the question is, does Mo think that he can live? See, I'm afraid that this didn't register, because I'm changing these values. Well, I don't know. Ironhead's changing, but Sacred Sword still does a steady 74%, which is enough to knock out. 86% max. My thing is he going to predict and go out to the Duskull? Is he going to predict and go out to the Duskull? Because if he does, then Sacred Sword's going to do nothing. That's the only downside. Or does he think he can live? And now the next question is, if he has rest, then he has to have either... He might have EQ. I'm gonna go for the safe play. I'm gonna click Sacred Sword. I think he might switch, but I'm gonna click Sacred Sword, because if he stays in and I go for he stayed in. There we go. Down goes the Munchlax. Okay, so the Munchlax is down now. That's another huge threat gone. Because what my thought process was, is if I go for a Ghost type move, predicting the Duskull, and he stays in, then I don't do anything. I'm just left open. And I have to hope and pray that he gets paralyzed, because with 2 curses up, his attack being that high, then an EQ, a Fire Punch, a Crunch, they're all going to do crazy damage, if not knock me out. So I couldn't risk that, because if he goes into the Duskull and I Sacred Sword, then, alright, we're back to step 1. So now we have another Cursemon, which obviously I can't risk anything against. I think what I'm going to do, I think he's going to go for like an Earthquake or something similar to that. What abilities does Numel get? Because I'm thinking about going out to Caps Lock, or Porygon. Oblivious and Simple, and Own Tempo. They're not super important for us to take away. So either I go out to Cindy or I go out to Caps Lock. One or the other. Cindy or Caps Lock. I kind of want to go out to Cindy because we're bold and we can take a hit and we resist. It's just, I feel like an Earthquake's still going to hurt. My question is, what's Numel's speed compared to Cindy's? Because Numel is base 35. And Cindy is base 34. I mean, we have 4 points into speed, so we can hope and pray. I'm gonna go out to Cindy. I feel like we have the bulk necessary. We have the bulk necessary. Look at little Shellos. Look at Cindy. Oh, we went for Will-O-Wisp. Okay, that's fine. We spoke about this in our team prep. If anyone wants to burn Cindy, it sucks because you're whittling her down, but at the same time, it's fine. Now here, we're actually in a decent spot. Let me jot down Will-O-Wisp. I actually didn't know Numel and Camera Up got Will-O-Wisp. But we're actually in a decent spot because we can click Scald on anything. If he has the Abra and he wants to bring it in against the Scald, we can break a potential Sash, and we can risk burning it. And if it does carry Synchronize, which I never looked up for the team prep, if it does, we're already burned, so it doesn't matter. If he wants to bring in the Duskull, we can risk burning that, and that gets free chip damage. If he wants to bring the Hoodoo in, that's fine. We want to get rid of that thing anyways. So I'm going to click Scald. That's definitely the best thing for us. And he's going to withdraw because they don't want to get blown into another dimension. I feel like he's going to go out to the Duskull. Yeah. He's using the same team from last week. I know he's been busy prepping videos. It's the crit burn! Hey! The crit burn! Hey! Hey! Oh, the crit burn! I mean, it kind of sucks, but... I mean, he burned me. Now, the question comes down to, what can this thing do to us now? I'm pretty sure that it outspeeds. I'm gonna double check because it doesn't hurt. We're base 34. And he is base 25. Yeah, we have speed investments as well. I'm just going to click Scald again because we did decent damage. Well, that was a crit the first time. I should have thought about that. And I'm pretty sure the only recovery options he gets is Pain Split. Which might make this go a little... This is going to make this kind of awkward because I'm kind of forced to recover. So he can literally just click Pain Split again if he wants to. I kind of want to go out to Caps Lock right now. I kind of really want to go out to Caps Lock right now. Just because it will protect us from a ghost type move, anything stab from him. I'm pretty sure Duskull gets knockoff. Let me check. Does he? He doesn't get knockoff. Unless it's from a previous generation, because I just checked 6 gem. I should just check on Showdown. That's what I should do. To be honest, I should just check on Showdown. And just add Duskull. Does he get knockoff? No, he doesn't get knockoff at all. Okay, so we're good there. So I don't have to worry about knocking that off. The only thing I'm worried about going out to Caps Lock is that he'll Pain Split again, which I think he might just do. The only problem now is, do I want to get rid of Cindy this early? Do we sack off Cindy? Because Cindy can one-shot the Numo, obviously. So the question comes down to, what do? I kind of want to go out to Caps Lock. I don't want to risk Caps Lock, though. No, I'm just going to stay in. If he Pain Splits, then he Pain Splits. He's not going to get any HP back. I'm going to stay in and Scald. I feel like that's smarter in the long run. Because if he ends up Pain Splitting, then what are you going to get back? He went for Pain Split again. Because I think he's banking on me to recover. That's what he's banking on, is for me to recover. And we're both going to get burned. If, on the off chance, I can get a crit, we can actually kill right now. I feel like he's just going to click Pain Split again. And I can't have that. I would rather ensure that this thing doesn't get any more HP back by sacking off Cindy, unfortunately. I feel like, actually, he might just Shadow Sneak at this point in an attempt to kill. I feel like he might just do that in an attempt to kill. Only problem with this is we can't really do anything in return to this thing. With... There we go. Cindy, can you come through? Did he expect me to swap? Did he expect me to swap? And the bird takes him down! I don't know if that was a misclick or he expected me to swap. Now, depending on who he sends out, I could click recover. Just for shits and giggles. If he wants to bring that Numo out, well, if he brings the Numo out, I'm clicking Skull no matter what. But all he has left is the Abra and the Hoodoo. Look at this little son of a bitch. Okay, let me see here. Hoodoo. I'm pretty sure Hoodoo outspeeds Cindy. But it doesn't hurt to check. The nigga has 1 leg. Well, he has 2 legs. Yeah, he definitely outspeeds. Okay. I'm gonna click Ice Beam for what it's worth in case he wants to try and set up a Tailwind. Which is actually not a bad idea considering the fact that I'm pretty sure Mo may have checked. I should have recovered. That would have been fucking bomb status. God damn. I should have recovered there. Cindy's down. I should have recovered. That would have been smarter. Again, hindsight's 2020, but that would have been smarter. I should have clicked recover. I clicked my move way too fast. That was the biggest thing. Okay, so he has Tailwind. Let me jot this stuff down. Where's the Hoodoo at? He has Tailwind, and he doesn't have Recovery. So I'm guessing he might be Eviolite. Okay, so the Tailwind's up, so I know he outspeeds. Does Hoodoo get knockoff? Hoodoo does not get knockoff. Actually, I keep control F'ing to find that out. I should just stay on Showdown and just click into moves, because Showdown will know from any generation he does not get knockoff. So I don't know what this thing can do. I don't know what this thing can do to Caps Lock. Unless he goes for a flying type move, I can safely click Tri Attack on anything. I can trace that tinted lens. That's why. Oh! That's why the Ice Beam did so little. Oh, no. Tinted lens works the other way around. Never mind. I'm just gonna click Tri Attack because like I feel like I'm moving too quickly. I feel like that cost us the Shellos just now and the first turn. But I'm thinking about it, and it's like Shellos all over again, where if I click Tri Attack, I can hit anything that he wants to send in. I can break a Sash on Abra, I can do decent damage to the Hoodoo, and I can do decent damage to the Numel as well. Now the Tailwind is up. So does the Tailwind activate the turn after? It must. So this is turn 1 of Tailwind. I'm going to click Tri Attack. He goes for Hyper Voice, which we should be able to eat up. There we go. And we got that paralysis! Oh, hot damn! Okay, so we're good. We're in the same position again, where all we need to do is click Tri Attack. And this is turn 2. Why though? He must want to try and burn me. He must want to try and burn me. He must want to try and Will-O-Wisp me. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna go out to Yogurt, because Yogurt's not gonna outspeed. Oh, I feel like I shouldn't do that. Well, that's only if I'm predicting the Will-O-Wisp. This is turn 3 of Tailwind as well. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like, what the turn that's about to happen is turn 3. If he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, trying to burn me to whittle me down, then it's not gonna make a difference. Then I can fake out. No, the fake out doesn't work then. It's not the first turn on the field. He would outspeed me then. But would he go for a fire type attack or a ground type attack? I just don't want to get rid of Yogurt just yet because the fake out option is still there. I just feel like he's gonna Will-O-Wisp me. I mean, Will-O-Wisp could miss. Do I risk being burned just to get this damage off on this thing? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's the smarter thing to do. Fuck it. I'm gonna Sun Click Tri Attack. Oh, you went straight up for Flamethrower. Ooh. It's a good thing we didn't do that then. I actually didn't count the damage. And we get the paralysis! I didn't count the damage that the Flamethrower did. And the Tailwind petered out. Okay. I didn't count the damage. I'm gonna play safe this time and I'm gonna recover. Because we can't let our wall in Caps Lock go down. I'm gonna recover. And again, we can bank off the paralysis, but I think it's just smarter. He goes for another Flamethrower. Now, if he burns with the damn Flamethrower. Who does that? How often do you ever get burns off a Flamethrower? I don't think I've ever seen anyone get a burn off a goddamn Flamethrower before. Who is he going out to now? Back out to this thing. I feel like he's going to set up a Tailwind again. And I'd rather not let that happen. So I thought about going for recover just now, but I'd rather not let that happen. I'd rather just kill this thing off right now. And keep that from happening. Get that thing out of here. So if we want to, we still have the plan of attack of setting up webs now that the Hoodoo is gone. He does only have 2 Mons left and one's almost dead. Why did he send this thing back out? I guess he... I was gonna say, did he want a free switch? Should I click recover? I'm gonna click recover. Because I feel like the only thing he can do is Flamethrower. How much HP do we have? 18. I feel like we're back in the same situation we were in last week with Caps Lock, where we're just waiting for a paralysis. I'm gonna try it. Fuck it. I'm gonna try it. I want as much HP for this Abra as possible. All I need this thing to do is get paralyzed. Just get paralyzed once, Numa. That's it. Oh, he set up stuff. Why did I do that? Oh! Oh, that's so annoying. Well, there goes our focus sash. That's fine, though. But hey, we got our HP, so we're good to go. I could continue to recover if I really wanted to, but fuck it. That was just me getting greedy. I wanted as much HP, which isn't a bad idea, but at the same time, this fucking Abra, especially since sticky webs aren't up, is now officially a problem. We have to find a way to get through this damn Abra, because Mo could sweep us with an Abra still. All of this careful planning could be for nothing. Do I try attack or do I signal beam? I know I spoke about having signal beam on here just for damage. Let me see here. Let me see here. Signal beam has a chance to kill. Try attack does a shit ton as well. I'm gonna click signal beam. The only reason I wanted to click try attack, dazzling gleam. Why? And it didn't even take him down the sash. It didn't even take him down the sash. Why did he dazzle me? Did he expect me to switch? Was he predicting the switch to Dano to take the Psychic type hit? And that may have been what he was doing. He wanted to predict that, so I sent out Dano. I mean, at this point, all I have to do is go out to Bond. Yo, should I risk Yogurt? Should I risk the fake out on Yogurt? I'm not gonna do that. All I have to do now is just go out to Bond and Shadow Sneak. And that's it. Okay, so finally we can turn it around. We are 1-1 now in the UCL Offseason Little Cup League. Goddamn, we did so much planning and preparation for that damn Abra. And it worked out in the end. It actually did work out in the end. Of course, good game to Mo and the Toronto Togekiss. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go and check out his channel and Twitter account. He'll actually be visiting my house when this battle goes live. He will be here. We'll be hanging out, recording videos and whatnot for you guys. So definitely make sure you go and check him out and show some love and support. I definitely think that turn 1 I made a huge mistake. I should have just faked out then and there. That would have kept Yogurt from being paralyzed, which, even though it didn't make a difference in the end how the battle played out, it could have made a difference, the fact that Yogurt was paralyzed. So that was just a noobish mistake. I should have just gone for fake out, period, because it could have been all the chance that Mo wouldn't have remembered that we carried fake out, or whatever. I should have done that, whether I had the chance to paralyze or not, because he could have Thunder Waved me, like I said. He could have discharged me and paralyzed me as well. So I definitely think, again, first turn was the biggest mistake that I had. And then recover with the Shellos would have been nice as well. And I got greedy with the recover on the Porygon, because it allowed him to set up rocks, which did jeopardize one of our plans for taking out the Abra, which was getting sticky webs up. So it is what it is. Either way, I had a blast. I had a lot of fun as well. If you guys did enjoy this week's battle, and of course if you're a proud member of the Tucson Terrakions, if you're a proud member of the NAPPY Nation and a supporter of the Tucson Terrakions, make sure you smash our like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. Let me know anything about the battle. I don't know what I was going to say. I just blanked out. I should just shut up. Thank y'all once again for your support, and thank you for checking out the video. You love me, YouTube, I'm out this bitch. Bye!